I believe most Pokemon fans, including myself, were completely shook after hearing the announcement of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. Some people may have gained excitement for another adventure in the Alola region, as others began to burn their current Pokemon Sun version out of rage to Game Freak due for no Pokemon Stars or no 4th gen remakes. As for myself, I believe we have little to almost no information of what this game is even going to be like. I currently have high hopes that I'll have a great game coming later this November, as I find myself rarely disliking a main timeline Pokemon game. Although it might not be what you expected or even wanted, at least we aren't having a dry year for Pokemon. As we wait to hear more about these games, I would like to share my top 10 changes for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon to make them overall better games than the original 7th gen. I really enjoyed Sun and Moon, don't get me wrong, but I believe there's always room for improvement. When I originally did my top 10 hopes for Pokemon Sun and Moon, several of those actually came to pass in the games, like no HMs, so I'm hoping that several of these, if not all of these, actually come through for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Now, we all have our own opinions on certain things, and you guys might completely disagree with all 10 things that I have on this list, which is, alright, it's completely okay. But go ahead and let me know in the comment section below what changes you would like to see in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon to make it a better overall game. And if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave the video a like, subscribe if you just love Pokemon and new to the channel, and share this video with a friend. With all of that being said, let's get straight into the video. Number 10. Now, I thought I'd start this top 10 off with, I believe, something that we can all agree. The Festival Plaza has to go. The player search system introduced in X and Y was so much more convenient, so much more user-friendly, and it just needs to come back. Now, do I actually believe they're just gonna toss aside something they tried to really put into Pokemon Sun and Moon? No, I really don't. I don't see them getting rid of it at all. So you know what I'll settle with? I hope they realize of how much of a flop it was, and they actually try to improve the Festival Plaza, make it more like the player search system. That I could see them doing, adding some things to make it more user-friendly for people to actually connect with each other and battle each other. I can't tell you how many times I would stream, and it's so frustrating to deal with the Festival Plaza. It's honestly just useless there. I mean, what I really want is the PSS back in the game. I just don't really see them doing that. So a change in this game would be improving the Festival Plaza. Please, Game Freak, you gotta do something. Number 9. Now, I know, this is a long stretch. We haven't seen this since Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold, and it really hasn't shown any evidence of it ever coming back. But hold on, just hold on for a second. We have seen actual animations for every Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon with a walking animation and a running animation. This is all thanks to Kaz Award. The link to the video is in the description below, but I mean, this could be for something that they were trying to put in the game and it was cut from it at the last second, or it could be something used for the future. So maybe, just maybe, this might come back. This was in my top 10 hopes for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and we didn't get it there. I'm just hoping one day this is going to come back, and I'm hoping that could be for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That would be so amazing, so I'm never gonna give up faith for this. But I have one question though. Why do these animations of all these Pokemon walking look more normal than your own character walking? Something ain't right. Number 8. Was I the only one super mad about Lily leaving and us having nothing to say about it? Not only that, she doesn't come back and there's nothing else after that. It's just over, she's gone. I am not okay with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love how Game Freak is putting more effort into their storylines in these later gen Pokemon games, rather than just us going around catching them all and becoming the champion. I do really like that. It's just, in my opinion, in no way was it a good way to end the game with Lily going off to Kanto and that being it. That's all she wrote. So the change that I would like for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is we've already got confirmation that it's going to be an alternate storyline, which is awesome. But not only that, it needs to be a sequel to Pokemon Sun and Moon so we can continue all those character developments that we saw in the first game, the characters' relationships with one another. You know, for instance, say Lily comes back from Kanto as a Pokemon trainer, or better yet, we go to Kanto and get her, which I doubt we see, you know, or maybe Lucamine actually becoming a friend rather than a foe. I think there's so many different ways that Game Freak could roll with this. Black and White and Black and White 2 did it really well. I wasn't expecting a lot from Black and White 2, so I'm hoping that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon pull through with this. Number 7. Sending us off to catch multiple Ultra Beasts and then rewarding us with $1 million is not an after game. I mean, it's nice, it's fun. It's like they paid us off with $1 million in the game to not give us an after game. I mean, did I have fun? I mean, yeah, I did. I had a fun time. It was really quick, it was actually really easy, and then bam, it was over. The after game is done. So the change that Game Freak needs to bring to us this November is simply enough, please give us a better after game. It's like they put all this effort and detail into Lucamine, the Aether Foundation, Lily, Team Skull, Ultra Beast, Ultra Space, all these things just to come to an end and then nothing else happened. All that happens is, hey, a few came to our world, go around and catch them. I mean, in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which were remakes in a game not really focused on the story originally, they still gave us the Delta episode and we still got to go around and catch a lot of legendaries. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe absolutely nobody here agrees with me. It just seems like they put all this effort into the main game, got tired, then just ended it and nothing else. Number 6. I don't know about you guys, but Pokemon Sun and Moon to me were already way more difficult games than the past 2 games that we had received. Some of those trials were completely insane, especially the wishy-washy when I started with Litten. But even though the trials felt a lot more difficult, I still just felt as they were holding my hand the entire game. I think the Rotom Dex is a great idea. It opens the world of Pokemon to a younger audience that might need some help. But I believe there should be a way to disable that, and if I really got what I wanted, I would really like to see a way to enter like an experienced or like a veteran mode for players that have been playing Pokemon for a while and want more of a challenge in the games. I mean, do I ever think they're actually gonna do this and have 2 difficulty settings? No, not at all. I don't ever see that happening, but I mean, hey, one can dream. Number 5. I want to make one thing very clear before I talk about this, and that is I really do like Z-moves. I think they are insane and even hilarious when certain Pokemon use them, and honestly I would like more in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But when they introduced Mega Evolutions in X and Y, I was really skeptical of the idea, honestly, and I didn't like it at first. But I grew to love the idea as I got to evolve some of my favorite Pokemon into one more powerful form. Obviously Game Freak liked this idea too, because not only did they bring it back into Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they added more. So I'm not necessarily saying they should add more Mega Evolutions, except they did kind of skip 2nd gen starters, which includes my favorite Pokemon, so I wouldn't hate the idea. But they shouldn't be wiped from the entire game. I couldn't stand how you could only buy Mega Evolutions with battle points. They should at least be spread amongst the game, and I would even like it if some trainers would have them. Maybe I am missing something and it's something to do with the lore, but maybe for the change in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if it is a sequel, you know, it's several years down the line, and it became more popular in the Alola region, and actually Mega Evolution was involved. I don't know, that's what I would like. Number 4. Obviously, this isn't the first time we've seen a second version of a Pokemon game, as we've seen it with Black and White and then Black and White 2, so I imagine we'll see some of the same changes between those two games. As I've stated, I'd like to see Ultra Sun and Moon be a sequel, and with that, creating a new antagonist for the games, as Lusamine started to become better towards the end of Sun and Moon, and Lily leaving Decanto to try and find more help, so I really doubt she will be the main antagonist. Maybe like Black and White 2, we'll see some of Team Skull and the Aether Foundation split to form a new villainous squad who we go up against. This also leaves the door wide open for Lusamine actually helping us and continuing that character development for her. I just believe this is a great way to continue the story, and Game Freak should really take advantage of it. Number 3. Now, I'm not sure if we're actually going to receive more legendaries besides the new forms that Solgaleo and Lunala have taken. I mean, I'd like to see that change and have more legendaries, but we might and we might not. But what I do want to see is more involvement with Magearna and Marshadow. I really don't want to earn these legendaries just through events. I don't like that. I like being able to go on and catch another legendary. I just don't like them giving it to me. Maybe you guys do like that. Maybe you like receiving the level 100 legendary and then bam, you're done, you got it. But for me, I like actually going into a certain place and catching that legendary. You know, maybe a part of Alola that we haven't explored yet, and we go there to actually encounter Marshadow and learn more about that Pokemon, because as of right now, we really don't know. I mean, it's a small change, but I definitely think it should be made. Number 2. From the little that we have seen about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we see Solgaleo and Lunala, the main legendaries of the game, have taken on new forms. And although it's not confirmed, it definitely seems like it has something to do with Necrozma, so why stop there? It was obvious in Sun and Moon that the Guardian deities were important to the Alola region, so maybe they encounter new forms as well. Then we have the Ultra Beasts, who also became really important late game. I imagine even more involved in Ultra Sun and Moon, so maybe they took new forms as well. I had my very talented friend Guy Rodwell, who actually did my banner, draw up me a Tapu Koko and what it would look like if it had a new form. Now, I'm not sure if this is something I would even really want, as I like Solgaleo and Lunala's main form compared to their new forms. But as for Tapu Koko, being one of, if not my favorite Pokemon of the Alola region, having a new possible form and maybe more lore behind him and more powerful, does kind of excite me. Number 1. For Pokemon Sun and Moon's story to mainly be focused towards the end of it about the Ultra Beast and Ultra Space, we really don't know much about it. Even when we visited there, we barely saw anything and just had a key battle. So for one, I'd love it, and I'd even expect it in Ultra Sun and Moon if we got to dive deeper into Ultra Space and truly learn what it is. It'd be even more truly amazing if we got a legendary encounter there, similar to the Distortion World in Giratina and Pokemon Platinum. We already saw Solgaleo and Lunala took new forms, which definitely looks like they've been fused with Necrozma. Although it was stated in the game that he is not an Ultra Beast, you can't help look at it and think it has something to do with Ultra Space. So how cool would it be if we actually got to travel to Ultra Space, learn about it, really experience it, and catch Necrozma this time and not at plain old 10 Carat Hill? Honestly guys, I would be shocked if we don't learn more about Ultra Space. That concludes my top 10 changes for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did and you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as I do a lot of Pokemon content on my channel, and I'll be doing a ton for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon like I did for Sun and Moon. You guys can find me on all kinds of social medias like Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. All that can be found in the description below. They're all at UnitedGamer 101. As always, everybody, this is not just a channel, it is a family, and I can't wait to see you in another video. I'm out.